Look at this. We have our whey out. This is what's going to turn into ricotta cheese with the vinegar. And let me show you guys, for all you guys that have popped in and out throughout the past couple days, and you guys are wondering what's been going on with the yogurt, we got 2 batches of the homemade yogurt. Look at that one. Look at how thick that is. That's the first batch, homemade yogurt, guys. We made this yogurt with 2 ingredients, milk and just a tad of store-bought yogurt. And now we have 2 batches of this thick yogurt. Look at that. It's like a Greek yogurt. So our yogurt is done. And now we're going to make ricotta cheese with the leftover yogurt whey. Fluffy, I need the cheesecloth. I'm glad you guys showed up again. Appreciate you guys showing back up. Fluffy, can I get the cheesecloth and you're copywriting me?
Will it copyright you? Where's my bag?
How would I know where your bag is, Fluffy? So we are just going to start this process in just a second. What's up, Mark? What's up, buddy? I'm not sure, did you see the yogurt? Did you see the yogurt? We have a finished product. What's up, Mark? And we are going to do the ricotta cheese now.
How are you?
So this is going to turn into ricotta cheese. I know it doesn't look like ricotta cheese, and it seems impossible, but we did get the cheesecloth. So what I'm thinking is we're going to cut this, but should we just cut a small section?
You're gonna cut it, maybe cut it. I'm not wearing short pants.
Oh, whose fault is that? I don't want to cut it that big. I just want to cut off maybe something like that.
No, if you're gonna cut it, you have to cut it.
Okay. Where's our scissors?
You don't have scissors.
We're going to cut this. So I'm going to try to do this.
Just bought the small one.
No, I'd rather have this. Because now we can use... So... Let's try to show this without... Fluffy should have pants on, but she doesn't. I don't know why she's doing this. So just try to cut it like that on the line.
What, like that?
Yeah. Do you think that's... Yeah, that's wide enough. That's wide enough. A little bit higher. Go above the line. No. A little bit above the line. Up, other way. Right there. Like,
Right?
maybe down a little. Right, yeah, that's fine. So we're cutting the cheesecloth. This part's too big. Try to go as straight as you can, Fluffy. And then... Oh my God, you're like the tortoise. You can't cut. You cut so slow. Try to go down a little. You're going too big. Here, you hold it, Fluffy. I'll show you guys how to cut it. Here, like this. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm cutting the cheesecloth. Well, it's called a baby cloth.
Look what you did!
Because you make me do it. You were cutting too slow. I don't want to do slow. There.
See?
It's fine. So now I have the cheesecloth, guys. I still think this is way too big. I think this should probably be 2. I think this should be 2, Fluffy. That's a lot. Because I'm going to put just a little bit of ricotta cheese, and it's going to be like this. So anyways, let's turn this on. Don't touch her. Someone said don't touch her. Okay, I won't touch her.
Touch her. Here, you can put it there.
Here we go, Armando. You won the troll of the minute.
There.
Good morning, guys, from Palm Beach. What, Fluffy? But there's only going to be this much.
You can cut it.
That's what I was saying, Fluffy. Figure it out. I am trying to figure it out.
There, I'll cut it half more.
Yeah, but I think that might be too small. Let me see. I think how we have it... Wait. Oh, so you're supposed to use it like this?
No, it's big, so you can still cut it like that.
That's fine. Cut it in half, I guess. Yeah, you're the troll of the day, Armano. I don't know what you expect. But you're the troll. Well, I wasn't, not even for the day. I'm sure there'll be bigger trolls than you in a minute, so um, you might be overtaken by another troll. So let me look. I think we're supposed to boil this. Here we go. We're dumping the whey in there. First 3 minutes. We usually give a troll 2 or 3 strikes. He didn't do anything outrageously crazy, so we give him a little bit more. We give him a little more leeway, but usually after 2 or 3 strikes, we usually kick him. What's up, guy? We're gonna try to make some. Yeah, that's perfect. That's plenty. So look at what we got now, guys. Let me show you guys. So now we have this cheesecloth, which is small, right? And then I'm gonna open it, put it in here, and we're gonna drain it. So I think this should be perfect. So let me leave that here. What's up, Heath? This is not what figuring it out looks like. I don't know who the troll that I should pin. Should it be Darth or should it be Armano? But let's take a look. Let's get this process started. Let's get it started. Try to put you guys up a little higher. I can't do it. Maybe like that. No, it's gonna fall. We'll put this over here. So now what we gotta do is we gotta get this almost to a boil. Not a full boil, but a semi-boil. And then we will add the acid. Not the acid that Mitzi likes, but acid. Not the acid that Mitzi likes, but the acid. Here we go. I guess you didn't see it, but we'll show it to you really quickly, guy. Look. The yogurt, I think you'll be proud of me. Here's the first batch, or we made 2 batches, but here it is. So here is batch number 1. Look at that. That is our first batch. Right? Pretty thick, right? And then this is how much we got out of 1 liter or 1 quart of milk. These 2 batches. So that is what we got. Yeah, very nice. So we got those 2 batches, and we got the whey, which is the liquid that drains out of the yogurt, and we're going to turn this into ricotta cheese. So hopefully I do this correctly, and then in a few minutes we'll have 2 containers of yogurt and we'll have homemade ricotta cheese. So we'll see how that works out. But so far the yogurt's nice. I'm very happy with the yogurt. Can't be more happy with the yogurt. We're gonna actually have some yogurt tonight too. I'm making yogurt whey into ricotta cheese. Tell me the simple instructions. This is my best friend, Bing Copilot. Heat the whey, pour the whey into a pot, heat it to about 185 to 190, stir occasionally. Curds will form. Once it reaches temperature, you'll notice tiny white curds starting to separate. No. They didn't even tell me. They skipped over the part. You skipped over the part of adding, You skipped over the part of adding vinegar or acid. Let's see. You're absolutely right. If your whey isn't acidic enough on its own, adding vinegar. Heat the whey. Add about 1 or 2 tablespoons of white vinegar or lemon juice per quart. Watch the curds form. Once added, let the mixture sit. Okay, so let me confirm this. So once the whey has reached temperature, do I turn off the stove and let it cool, or do I directly add the acid when it's still hot? I commend you for making this stuff. So if I would have been able to have, so here's the problem, Mark. If I would have had this from the start, this process would have taken a lot quicker. We had to do it with this little tiny thing. So this is what took us so long. I had to put the yogurt in batches and let it strain. If I would have had the cheesecloth, I could have done it all in one process and it would have taken half of a night. But instead, I had to do it with that tiny little strainer because I didn't have the cheesecloth. But now, we did it like that. Big E, man, I wanted to show, man, I wish you would have popped in a minute ago. I want to show you my homemade yogurt. So, I know you guys are like, why does he keep showing his yogurt? But I'm so impressed and amazed at me making homemade yogurt. This is my homemade yogurt, Biggie. Look at that. It's like a Greek-style homemade yogurt. I literally made this from scratch. 1 liter, 1 quart of milk. Got me 2 of these big batches of yogurt. Look at that. And it's Greek-style yogurt. I literally made this from start. 2 ingredients. That's it. And now, what we are doing, this is the liquid from the yogurt that strained. This is called the whey. We are going to turn this whey into ricotta cheese. So, I have a passion for cooking. That's why I love this stuff. But there we go. I have never made yogurt before until then. It worked out. Now, hopefully the ricotta cheese will come out good. Darson Trudeau copied my handle. Darson. I don't know. We've been getting a lot of that. It's kind of weird. People said that, I don't know. We've been getting a lot of stuff saying people copies people's names. I don't know what's going on, but not sure. So the only thing that I'm kind of unsure about is when this is going to be hot enough. So it's not supposed to boil. It's not supposed to boil. It's just supposed to be, the bubbles are supposed to be on the side of the pan over here, right? And a little bit of steam, but not a rolling boil. Yeah, our problem was we had to strain them in small batches. Mark, we were having to do this. We were having to strain a bunch of yogurt in this. And when you strain it, it takes like 2 to 10 hours depending on how thick you want. So we were straining small amounts of quantity. Now we have the big cheesecloth that we can dump the whole quantity in and manually strain it quick. So that was my fault. That was my fault. This process of making yogurt should definitely go a lot faster if I choose to do it again. But you guys can see it's starting to bubble up over here, right? Fluffy, you're missing the best part. We're about to do the acid. This is going to be boring for a lot of you non-cookers and people that hate to watch things like, let me get my chair so I can set up. Big E. Fluffy's not even in the live stream today. So let me sit over here and talk to you guys. This is called the cooking cam. So Clyde boy is the new troll. Armano, you got overplaced by the troll. Clyde, you're up on the Hall of Shame. The Wall of Shame. There you go. I've never seen a cheesecloth. I've never used the cheesecloth. So I don't know at all anything about them. This is my first time. And actually, this is not even a cheesecloth. It's called a baby cloth, which we've heard is a good substitute. So what we'll do is we'll put it in here and then we'll strain it. I don't even know. Fluffy! She's always taking so long. Fluffy! What? I need those containers. Didn't we buy the containers at the 10,000 store? Yeah. Fluffy, you still don't have any pants on.
Why? I have these.
It doesn't look like a cheesecloth. This is a baby cloth, which we ran into the owner of the pizza shop, Gilda's, and he told us that this will work. that he told us that this will work.
It's boiling.
It's not a full boil. We'll stir it a little bit, and then the magic will come in a second. You should beat it, then go cook something. Okay. Thanks for the advice. A troll that got replaced. Clyde the troll. So it's slowly coming up there.
It's like bread.
Smells like bread.
Are you cooking something?
No, I'm boiling this. That's him, Clyde, the Hall of Shamer. Any earthquakes? No. Oh, you know what? We had an earthquake. We had an earthquake that I felt probably about 6 or 7 months ago. I was eating breakfast and the couch shook, but that was about 6 or 7 months ago. What's up, guy?
Just one?
Just one. I guess we're gonna put the ricotta in here. Be mean, you're the one that told me to dip my cock into it. So come on. Look at. Let's look at Clyde's message, and now he's crying, saying, "Don't be mean." But look at his message right down here at the bottom. The tofu one? I'd never seen the tofu one. All we seen was the baby cloth, and there was only different sizes, meaning sizes of how big the cloth was. And remember, I don't know nothing about the freaking cheesecloth. I've never made anything like this. Was your wife a man? That's strike number 2. So, Clyde, if you want to get kicked out, just tell us. Let's save yourself time. Clyde, let's do this. Let's do this, Clyde. You obviously want attention. You want to get kicked out. Why are you going to waste your time? Just tell us you want to get kicked out, and then we'll kick you out. Why do the long, strawn-on, long played-out game? Just say you want to get kicked out. Okay, do it. Perfect. No problem. There we go. And I will give you the one-finger salute. Goodbye. There you go. You ask and you shall receive. So I think this is getting close. I want to ask AI one more quick time, because I don't want to put it in too early or too late. So I do not have a thermometer. How can I tell the exact hot enough temperature without overheating it? Let's see. Let me read it to you guys. No thermometer, no problem. You can gauge the temperature with visual and tactile cues. When the whey is hot enough, you'll see a gentle steam rising, but it shouldn't be a rolling boil. Tiny bubbles around the edge. Do you see tiny bubbles around the edge? Okay. As it heats, small bubbles will form around the side in the pot. That's a good indicator that it's close. The finger test. If you dip a clean finger...
It's hot. It's simmering.
Hold on. If you dip a clean finger... if you dip with a clean finger briefly into the whey, it should feel very hot but not scalding like a boil water. Sometimes you'll see milk foam. So...
all of that is there.
Bye-bye, Clyde. So I think we're almost at that point. Oh, yeah. It's definitely at that point. So here we go. This is going to be the big thing. This is where I'm either going to make it or break it. So let's see.
Vinegar?
I'm ready for the vinegar process. Please tell me how much and if I should turn the stove off and what the process is at that point. Hand me the vinegar, Fluffy. Fluffy's like the assistant. Great, now that you're away.
I don't want to be assistant.
You'll just be an ass then instead of the assistant. Measuring vinegar, 1 to 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Pour it in slowly into the hot whey, maintaining the temperature. Let it work. Keep the heat on for 1 to 2 minutes. Then turn off the stove and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so hold on. Do I stir it once I put the vinegar in
No, you
or
never
not?
stir anything with vinegar.
Hold on. Yes, but only gentle. Once you add the vinegar, give it a slow stir, just enough to mix it easily. Then stop stirring and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I need 1 spoon, Fluffy. So here we go. We're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons. We are making homemade ricotta cheese. Let's see.
1?
Let's put like 1.5. It says 1 to 2 per liter, but we definitely don't have a liter. So put that in, and then maybe just a little more. Just a little. Maybe like half. Come on. That's fine. Drop that in, and let's stir it. Let's see if it does it. Let's see. This is where the curd should start forming.
Use it.
There we go. Just a little bit. Okay, so that's fine, Fluffy. It just said just to mix it. Then stop stirring and let it sit undisturbed for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once you add the vinegar, give it a slow stir. Should the stove still be on or turned off while it's waiting the 5 to 10 minutes? Turn off the stove. Okay, there we go. Surprised we didn't hear a smack after that comment. Can you use, yes, you can use lemon juice. I was gonna use the lemon juice, but we ran into the owner of Gilda's today, the pizza place, and I asked him. He said he uses vinegar when he does his. So we just went with that. We could have went with the lemon juice. So, I don't know. We have no clue how this is gonna turn out. Do you guys see any curds? Is it forming, Fluffy? I don't really notice any curds, and it's been about 30 seconds, and the temperature is off. No worries, sometimes the curds can take a little longer. Here are a few things to check. Give it more time, let it sit undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. If your whey wasn't naturally acidic enough, you might need to add a little more. Reheat gently if nothing happens after 10 minutes. So here we go. Now it's like watching paint dry, so I hope that this will work out. So we're gonna sit here and give it for about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll check it after about 5 minutes.
All the love goes
And then what we'll do is we'll put it through the cheesecloth if the cheese forms.
Let's do some karaoke nights.
Undisturbed. Just like me. Fluffy, you should undisturb me.
I was doing my thing, and then Fluffy this, Fluffy blah blah blah, Fluffy I need this, Fluffy blah blah blah.
All I wanted
All I want for
was this
Christmas
container.
is you. Ooh. Those are guys. Even when you message us, girls, like we're already sleeping and we're quiet and like, Fluffy, what are you doing? How come you're not messaging me? And then when we're already up, we're all like up, and then you guys and I'm sleepy now. You wake us up, and then you when you turn your eyes on, you will give me cash. Hi, Mr. Lucas de la Peña.
I made the red
Are you
beans and rice, and it came out so good. Don't say that around Fluffy. She'll eat the beans and rice.
Made the red beans.
The cloth will leave little lints.
Wow, you made the red beans. Wow.
Ah, very nice. We were out today. I wish we would have known that.
Wow. Thank you, Mark.
How are you doing today? We're doing okay. It's been hot. That's why we got the AC on, and we're making, let's see. Does this look like it's forming any curds? I don't think so. You think so?
Yes, yeah.
Fluffy, they need to be
There's like
big.
white stuff.
I don't know.
There is. Look, there's like the white stuff.
Those are so small. How is that going to be ricotta cheese? I have a feeling that we're gonna give it 10 minutes. If it doesn't have it, I'm gonna add a little more acid. I'm gonna turn the temperature up.
It's forming. Look.
We'll see. We'll check it in a few more minutes. 12-hour. How are you from? I am from the USA. That's what I'm thinking too. I want to give it a few more minutes, but if not, it said I can gently reheat it and put a little more acid in. I'm hoping that I don't have to, but after about 5 or 10 minutes, we will check that. I see something a little, but it's definitely not ricotta cheese yet. You know what I've been using? I've been using this. This is what I've been making my single serve grilled cheese with. I made that last night. We have a waffle maker now. Oh, that's what we're going to be using tonight. That is our big electric our electric skillet that we will be making our homemade chicken sandwiches with.
There's like white stuff.
Mr. Lucas is from the Philippines.
Mabuhay! Mabuhay, Mr. Lucas. Mabuhay, Philippines.
I see something there. I see something too, but it just looks so small.
All the love grows and
That's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait the 10 minutes, and I'm gonna turn it up a little and put a little more acid in it. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yes, I'm Pinay here in Danang, Vietnam with my afam. Sophie, you're afam.
Family.
Afam is American.
Slowly, surely, it seems like, yeah, it's starting to definitely do a little, but I just don't know. I want it to be thick. So I want it to be thick. I want it to be thick, and I want it to be plenty, but I don't know. This is my first time ever. First time ever doing this. So the yogurt turned out great. I'm very happy with the yogurt. And actually, we should make the yogurt sauce, Fluffy. Fluffy should be the one that makes the yogurt sauce. The garlic, the cilantro.
Oh.
I don't know. Should we use that whole thing for that? I kind of think that too, Darth. I just want to give it a couple more minutes just to make sure, but it looks like we're going to have to do more acid and a little more heat because it should be forming a lot faster. So I'm going to turn it back on.
What's that?
That doesn't look like any...
Ow.
You're in the way, Fluffy.
Ow.
We're going to turn this back up. I don't know. Maybe this is a fail. At least our yogurt turned out.
I cut myself.
Wow, Fluffy, cut yourself.
It's from that.
Yeah, it's got a hole in it. Wow.
It's bleeding.
Mm.
Keep bleeding.
We're going to turn this up a little bit, and then we're going to add a little more acid.
Keep
But I hope this is not a fail. I hope this is not a fail.
You cut me off and then keep
I kind of felt like I should have been hotter, though.
Keep bleeding, love. I keep... Magkababayan pala tayo. Hi, kabayan. Yes, I'm Filipino. I'm from Baguio City. Where in the Philippines are you from, Mr. Lucas?
It is like watching paint dry. You guys should have seen the yogurt straining process.
Hey, Dart son. I haven't seen you for a while.
He was just in the last live stream.
No, I haven't been in the live stream lately.
He was just here 15
Hey,
minutes ago.
guy, kamusta? 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 Mabuti, mabuhay. I didn't know Guy is Filipino. Is Guy Filipino? My hair is ugly today. I didn't...
It's so scruffy.
It's so... Yeah. Kamusta, Guy? Maayos naman. Mabuhay. I cut myself. Hello, my friend. Turkey, please, please.
Turkey? I've never been to Turkey. Oh, also, this is what we're going to make tonight. The homemade caramel sauce.
When are you going back to Philippines? I'm going back to the Philippines on the month of May. Just a mean... Me?
We're going to make the homemade caramel sauce. So we're going to have homemade yogurt, homemade caramel sauce, and hopefully homemade
We don't
ricotta cheese.
encourage that word, Guy. He's calling me a jerk.
A jerk.
Guy,
Come on,
he's
I hope
calling
this...
him a jerk.
It's starting to heat back
Oh
up.
my goodness,
Why,
what's
Fluffy?
this?
It's called shoes. You ever seen shoes?
Why is it there?
Why do you mean why it's there? It's there because that's where my shoes came off. So we're starting to get a little bit boil again. I don't know. We might lose this, but we'll see. We will see.
Are you supposed to boil it?
It's supposed to get almost to a boil, but you want it right before it boils, and then you add the vinegar. I really felt like I should have let it get hotter. That's the thing that I think I messed up on. I think I should have had it get hotter. Or what I should have done is we could have cheated and went and did the milk, because the guy at Gilda's, the owner, he said he doesn't do it with the whey. He said he puts milk into it, boils the milk like how we did the yogurt, and then he puts the vinegar in the milk. So we do it with the whey. He does it with the milk. What's up, Dan? Dan the man. Dan the man. Greatest homemade caramel right here, guys. 1 ingredient caramel. We have just a little bit left. This is our homemade caramel that we make. And I'll show you guys. Look at that. That's the homemade caramel that we make. It's 1 ingredient. Amazing, thick, amazing, great testing. The best caramel I've ever had in my life was this single 1 ingredient caramel. Extreme 1 ingredient, and all you do is boil. So that water's coming up to a boil. In a second, I'm going to dump some more acid into it. Fluffy, where's my watermelon juice?
Yeah. Someone's calling Fluffy again.
It's not fluffy, it's fluffy.
Bye. What?
Where's my watermelon drink?
Fridge.
Can I have it? The chef needs to cook. Caramel wouldn't last her, especially with apples. Oh, yeah, I know. The caramel goes fast. Because Fluffy, at nighttime, she wakes up out of bed and she eats it.
Liar, that's
I seen you.
That's you.
I seen you.
Okay, so it's boiling.
Let's put some more acid.
It says?
We're just redoing this process because I don't think we did enough of the acid or enough of the boiling. Maybe put 1 huge one. A little, yeah, dump that and then do 1 more half. Do half. Turn off the heat. We're going to turn it off right this second. We're not going to stir it this time. We're just going to do it like that. So here we go. If it doesn't work here, there's nothing else we can do. We've done the process twice now. Let me ask AI. We're going to tell them it's not forming. We don't see curds forming on the... Here's what they're telling us. It sounds like the curds might be stubborn. Let's troubleshoot. Wait a little longer. Curds sometimes take more than 15 minutes. Check acidity. If your whey wasn't naturally acidic enough, try adding another teaspoon of vinegar and giving it very gentle stir. Reheat carefully. If nothing is happening, warm the whey back up to 185, 195, and then turn off the heat and let it sit again. It's possible that the whey doesn't have enough proteins left to make ricotta. In that case, it might not work, but don't toss it. Whey can be great for baking, smoothies, and soup. Fluffy, cut a lemon. We're going to put a little more in there.
Maybe it's going to be too acidic.
That's fine. I'd rather it be too acidic and work than not acidic and not work. Even if I just want the process to work. We're going to add some lemon in there. I'm kind of disappointed. The yogurt turned out so good.
Maybe you should wait like 15 minutes.
We will, but let's just do everything we can on the acid side. We're going to put some of this lemon juice in. Roll it first, Fluffy. That's how you get the juice.
It's
Don't give me attitude. You're always giving me attitude.
I'll do whatever I want.
Fluffy. Let's not go overboard. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to let it sit for as long as it takes. Is this a fail or a Dale?
A fail or a deal?
That's the only thing that rhymes with fail.
You're hanging out too much with Dale. You always rhyme everything with Dale.
That's the only thing that rhymes with Dale that I know of. Snail. Let me get this acid, Fluffy. There we go. We're going to dump some of this acid in it. I don't care. So there we go. Too early? It's been probably a good 7 or 8 minutes. I guess what we're gonna do, it's so hard to watch this, but we're just gonna let it sit. This is the last view that you guys are gonna see. Let's zoom in. We'll come back and check on it in about 15 minutes.
It's gonna be too acidic.
I don't care, as long as it works. Ooh, it's almost sunset time. You guys see the sun out there? Nope, it's kind of suspense. Well, you're gonna have to wait. We're gonna give it some time. My gut feeling tells me it's not gonna work, but we're gonna give it some minutes. I hate staring at things because then it seems like it's taking even longer.
So that's why you don't look at me that much?
Yes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some homemade chicken sandwiches tonight. Fluffy, can you show them the potatoes?
No!
I want to show them the potatoes.
No!
I have this new style of French fry that I make. We are gonna make. Fluffy's gonna be doing the prep tonight. I do the cooking because
I was so happy to tell Dale that Will's gonna be cooking.
I am relaxing.
Yeah.
You gotta do work to get your food. You don't just get someone.
I see curd.
You do? Fluffy, don't do that. Don't ever make stuff up if it's good.
It smells like so vinegar.
I don't know. We're gonna hope to see it. At least we have the yogurt sauce, but Fluffy's gonna do the prep. She's gonna make the yogurt sauce. She's gonna pound the chicken to make it thin. But then I'm gonna make the grilled onions. I'm gonna make the fries. Well, they're like potato rings. And I'm gonna cook the chicken. And Fluffy gets to make the sauce. She will get to pound the chicken and the dishes. So it's called a fair trade-off. Fluffy, if you stare at it, it's not gonna work.
It's not fair. Why do I get to do all the
You get to eat. Okay. Fluffy, you pay for the food, you cook it, and then
I pay for the food too.
You pay for the dinner. You cook it, and then I will do the sauce, and I will do the dishes.
Liar.
I will if you go pay for the chicken, the fries. Yeah, you pay for that. It builds character. You need to build character.
You don't have character.
Too big and too juicy. We got 2 breasts. And actually, I think the breasts are going to be too big. Because what I really like to do, instead of back in the USA where you have the thick chicken, I like to pound it thin, especially for this, the chicken sandwiches. We're going to have some grilled cheese. We're going to have some grilled onions, some cheese, and maybe the cilantro yogurt sauce. We couldn't get the mayo today, so maybe we'll substitute it. Fluffy, do you see anything? No. I think the whey is going to be a no.
Seems like something's happening.
You just said no.
It's turning white.
Fluffy's going to stare at it the whole time. But let me show you. I'm going to show you a YouTube video that showed me this. I did it exactly the same.
I feel like it's too acidic.
No, if it was too acidic, it would be forming. The problem is it's not forming, which means we either didn't heat it up enough. So watch.
I'm going to show you how to make homemade ricotta. All you need is whole milk.
See, they did the milk.
Some salt. First off, half a gallon of whole milk in.
So everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it with the milk.
Making ricotta is pretty simple.
See, they all did it with the milk.
Of high quality whole milk, not ultra pasteurized, to a bare simmer. Kill the heat and add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. Mix for even distribution.
I was told you could make it with the whey, but
after which time you should see large curds of cheese forming. If you don't, try adding another tablespoon or two of lemon juice or white vinegar and letting it sit for another 5 to 10 minutes. Once you see some nice cheese,
I will taste it. I don't mind tasting it.
drain. We're lining a fine mesh sieve with 4 to 8 layers of cheesecloth, pouring in the admittedly unappetizing mixture and letting it sit for 45 minutes to an hour.
No, we got the whole 100% cream. We did the whole cream milk, 100%. We didn't even get any percent. It was full cream milk. But everyone that I see now, they're all doing it with the milk. There it goes. See, look, homemade ricotta from the leftover whey.
Don't end up surrounded by.
For some reason, it's not working. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Drat Hollow Homestead. This is Danielle. And today I'm going to tell you what I do sometimes with the whey that gets left when you make cheese. So this is a question I get quite a bit. I give that, let me turn you around so you can down. That is what I'm also usually done.
There's the whey.
Wanting to get out of the kitchen and find something else to do by the time I'm done making cheese. But you can turn this into ricotta. So I have the recipe in that 200 easy cheese recipe.
Yeah, get on with it, lady.
I'm going to add white vinegar. I'm going to probably do about 3/4 a cup. So I will bring it back when I get it up to temperature.
So she's bringing it up to temperature.
So this is now at 195. The temperature's gotten up there to 195. But I filmed this and I actually was talking to you.
I feel like we didn't get it hot enough.
And it's quite loud in my kitchen, so I'm just going to go ahead and record a voiceover here so you don't have to hear my pressure canner the whole time. So once we get it up to that 195, the directions say to add vinegar. I'm actually doing like 3/4 a cup of white vinegar, and turn that heat off when it hits 195. Turn it off, add this white vinegar and stir it in. And you should immediately start to see
we didn't see that.
Cheese float. It would be ricotta come together.
That's the part we didn't see, so I think it wasn't hot enough.
Let's see if we see it.
See, look.
Is it working? Definitely. Okay, so
well, she's doing a huge batch, Dartson. We only had maybe like 100 milliliters. We had a small amount.
And I really don't know what to do.
We put almost 3 tablespoons of acid. So we put a lot. Because we only had a small batch. She was doing a huge amount. So she was doing a huge amount. Let's go take a look. It definitely smells like acid, though. Yeah, it's a fail. I'm going to turn it on since it's kind of done. I'm going to heat it back up and just add more vinegar. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm just going to heat it up. There's definitely something at the bottom. It does feel like that, but we didn't need, because we didn't even have 3/4 of a cup of the whey. Because look, this is the lowest level, and this is a big pan, so we don't have that much. I'm just gonna heat it up. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We got our yogurt out of the way. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of disappointed, but next time, I guess I'll have to use the milk. I'm kind of disappointed. This one, unless something drastically changes, this one was a fail. Was it a fail because it just...
Don't discard it yet.
I'm heating it back up, Fluffy. And we're just going to heat it up. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We went searching for the cheesecloth today and didn't even get to use it.
Smells like vinegar.
Shibuya.
Shibuya! Shibuya! She.
Fluffy.
What?
Fluffy always wants to crush her watermelon head on
you're
me.
so fluffy we couldn't fit in the screen.
Yeah, but you always
so
crush
fluffy. You're so fluffy.
You always want to crush my head. I can't move. Let's see. Is it heating up?
It is. Ooh, it's forming like
That's just bubbles, though, I think. Nicole, hello.
Kidman?
Nicole Kidman. I can hear something. But
Maybe because we're boiling it.
we were trying to make homemade ricotta cheese. We did get the... So, since we do have a fail, I would like to show my success. So here's my success. We made homemade yogurt the other day. Fluffy, don't stir it. You're not supposed to stir it. That's why the curds don't form, is when you don't stir it. So we made homemade yogurt. Just let it keep going, Fluffy. Just leave it. That's fine. And this is our homemade yogurt. When we read, it says do not stir because the curds form. It said only stir it when you first put the acid in, just to distribute it evenly. And then after that, it says let it sit. So this is our homemade yogurt. And then we took the liquid, which is called the whey, and we're trying to make ricotta cheese. But I think this is
maybe
gonna
you're
get fail.
using a big.
I'm kind of thinking, because remember, we strained the yogurt for so long that maybe there's no protein in it. So we don't have enough protein.
You
Now,
put a little protein.
no, you never put that in there. It's okay. If it fails, it fails. We got our yogurt out of it. Oh yeah, here we go, guys. This is our potatoes. Fluffy, you almost made me drop this. So this is gonna be our French fries / potato wedges. Very thin, not real thin.
Eat it.
But what I do is I boil these, and then I let them sit in the refrigerator, and then I basically twice cook them. We're gonna make some homemade chicken sandwiches and the potatoes. So, where's my drink, Fluffy? Here it is. No, here it is. So I don't think it's gonna work, but oh well, guys. Oh well.
Maybe we transfer it
Transfer it to what?
to a bowl.
For what?
So it will.
I just don't think it has enough protein. We strain the hell out of the yogurt, so it probably doesn't have enough protein in it. Because
Why is it making white stuff?
we're just gonna turn it off. That's it. We give up. If it forms in the next 15 minutes, awesome. If it doesn't, oh well.
We transfer it here.
Keep it in the heat, Fluffy. The heat is what makes it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Quick break from our sponsor. I would love to say
But
hello.
your sponsor is me.
Sponsor OKF.
I'm the sponsor. I bought that.
No, I bought that. OKF watermelon, sparkling
I bought
watermelon.
it.
One of the greatest refreshing store-bought watermelon juices. It's hard to
Yeah.
find these in the store-bought section, but I recommend OKF sparkling watermelon. Now back to our show.
Yeah, if you see that, the price of that, you wouldn't buy it.
See, if any sponsors are watching me, you guys should, what are you doing?
Why are you showing me? It's only for your show.
What is that? Are you having a seizure?
It's a chicken show.
I think I need to call the ambulance. I'm calling the ambulance. I think you're having a seizure.
Don't disturb me.
That did not work, guys. So unfortunately, that was a fail. That was a fail. Now, I just got to figure out, did I do something wrong or what happened? We were at Moon Milk, so we didn't really have an option. Fluffy went in the store. She was thirsty. We were sitting at Moon Milk, and I thought she was going to... Well, I take it back. She bought me a Revive, which I like Revives. Then she gave me the Revive. I had a sip of it, and I put it down. And then she drank the whole Revive. And then I said, oh, can you hand me my drink? And it was gone. And then so she gave me this one. So I was like, why didn't I get my revived? She said, oh, I gave you the other one. But I think this is a fail. What we'll do next time we get out, we're going to go buy some milk. And then we're going to make the ricotta cheese straight from the milk. And I know that will work. But as of now, somehow it didn't work because it was the whey. Yeah, there's definitely some in there. It's just not... I just don't think there's enough protein. I think, in my opinion, you're supposed to let the yogurt strain for 2 to 4 hours. We let the yogurt strain for about 10 hours. That's why our yogurt's so thick. So I kind of have a feeling that I leached all the protein out. So I think there's no protein. So what we'll do next time, though, next time we go to Moon Milk, we'll get a liter of milk. And then we'll just make the ricotta cheese straight from milk. Not the whey, but just the milk. So then we should get a good amount of ricotta cheese. So we'll just leave that there. I don't think it's going to work. But we will have a cooking show for dinner. I'm going to make some homemade yogurt sauce. What else are we going to do? The chicken. Where's the chicken at? I don't see our chicken. It's probably here. There is our chicken that we're going to use. We're going to pound this down very thin. We're going to make... This is going to be our bread. I'm going to cut the ciabatta bread into buns. And we're going to use the awesome and amazing, fabulous electric skillet. Our first time using this bad boy. Look at that. You guys know I'm excited about using this. All we got was what Moon Milk had last night. Unfortunately, they didn't even have the fresh stuff. We had to get it from the freezer section. So that's all we could get. I wanted to get thighs, but they didn't have any thighs. I like the thighs better than the breast, but they didn't even have thighs. That's all they had. But this side is kind of for burgers and for steaks because it has the raised part. They'll leave the marks. And this is kind of your flat side. We'll do the grilled onions over here. We will do the chicken here. And this is what we'll cook on tonight. We just bought this. You guys want to guess how much I bought this for? It's a big full-size one, too. You guys could probably do 1, 2, 3. You could probably do 4 burgers. 2, 3. You could probably do 5 burgers. This is probably a 8 to 10 burger size size skillet. You guys got a lot of making up to do for that. Stuck around. Well, good thing the yogurt turned out good. I paid $150,000 for this. $150,000. $150,000, $150,000. So both of these. No, I'm sorry. $250,000 for both. So 125 and 125. 125, 125. I probably shouldn't have bought this. I use it to make grilled cheese sandwiches, which aren't a deal breaker. But look, Fluffy loves this. Where's our things? Look, here's our waffle maker plates that we can put in there. And then here is the donut maker plates. So it's a 3-in-1 waffle maker. But we will use this. This is what I'm happy that we got. Fluffy likes this. She even wants to take this back to the Philippines. So she'll probably end up taking this back. I'm not a big fan of it. It makes okay. Actually, you know what it makes? When you put it in this mode, it makes these deep dish grilled cheese sandwiches. So when you put them in there and you put the cheese on there, it kind of crimps the crust. So it's kind of like a stuffed, sealed sandwich. I had one grilled cheese with it. It's not bad. But this is what I'm going to cook the chicken on. And what time is it now? 5:15. So we'll probably do another dinner show, another live stream, a dinner show, probably around 7. But I'm kind of disappointed that the whey didn't turn out into ricotta cheese. But I promise you guys, the next time you go to the store, we'll get some milk, and I will make up for it by doing 100% milk ricotta cheese. Look at the sun. That's nice. The sun sets right over the river. Who was it? Someone in this chat said, the sun sets on the wrong side of Danong. I'm like, the wrong side. Look at Fluffy hasn't been watering this. Oh my God. Fluffy used to yell at me when I wouldn't water this when she was gone. Now look, she hasn't. Look at this. Look at how dry that is. We're going to go yell at her. Look at this. This thing is dying. What is she doing? What is she thinking? Watch. She's going to say, I did. Watch. Fluffy. Watch this. Fluffy. Why have you not been watering the plant?
I am.
Why is it dead and dry?
Where?
Outside.
No, I just watered that yesterday.
Fluffy, there's one piece of flour on it and the soil is so dry. I just showed everybody. They seen it.
No.
You're caught in a lie.
Dry. It's dry. I watered it yesterday. You're not supposed
Fluffy,
to water
there's
it.
one flower on it.
Yeah, because it was windy the past few days.
Fluffy, we seen it.
And I trimmed it.
Fluffy.
Fluffy, stop questioning me with the things
We
you
just
don't-
seen it.
Stop questioning me with the things that you don't know. You
Fluffy.
look like an idiot. You look like an idiot. Stop questioning me with things you don't know. It was windy.
No, Fluffy, it's windy.
It's not bad. It's
Look at this. She's trying to blame this on the wind. Look at this, guys. Does this look like this was wind, or does this look like it's not been watered? Look. Look. Look at how dry that soil is. This thing hasn't seen water in freaking how long? What the hell, man? That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. Do you guys think this is wind? She's saying the wind blew off all the flowers except for that one and that one. This looks dry as hell. Jesus Christ. Fluffy's out of control. Oh, Fluffy. You're out of control. We'll turn this one off. We're good on this one. There we go. Turn that AC off. Doesn't look like it went off though. There it goes. It's closing now. Yeah, she's killing the plant. Fluffy. Fluffy. Everyone's even saying, when was the last time you put water on that? They're even crying.
yesterday.
She's saying she watered that yesterday, guys.
I did water it. Yes.
Have you seen it, Fluffy?
Yes, it was just hot.
That means you gotta water it more.
No, you can't. You water it.
A long week.
It's gonna dry.
Back up, Fluffy. Look at this. She said this.
What?
My God. I have to do everything around this place.
Whatever. Will.
Yeah.
This one. I use this one.
They said twice a day if it's dry and hot. Look at that thing.
No.
That thing is so dry. Even that's dry. My God. Let me show you this. She said she watered this. That's the whole reason. Look at this, Fluffy. Look. Look at that soil.
It's not dry. If you look at it, it's not dry. I even use this to see. It's not dry. It's
Then look.
not
What? Look at this.
dry.
Look at this flower. Why is that so dry?
Because it's been there.
I'm gonna dump this on your head. Yeah, I guess we could put the whey in there too. Maybe that'll help it grow or something.
See, if it's dry, look at the leaves. It's so healthy.
Healthy?
See?
Why is there only 2 plants on it? Where's all the rest?
Fluffy, I had to cut it because the flower is
When you-
absorbing all the nutrition. So you have to trim the plant.
When you were gone and I was watering this, Fluffy, when I was watering this, it was so nice. There was flowers everywhere.
Whatever, Will.
There was. I even sent you pictures.
Liar.
It smells like Easter eggs in here. The whey is dead. We're going to call that dead.
Don't touch it.
Does she know how to put on tap? True. Ask her. I'm not sure what tap is.
Huh?
But that is dead. We're going to call that a fail.
Why dead? It's curding.
It's not.
See?
Fluffy, it should be... Yeah, even if we get that, that's nothing. It's not even a curd. That's as much as we're going to get. What is that, a shot of tiny little curds? So that was a fail, guys. That was a fail. That was... Next time we go to the store, I promise you guys, I'll buy some milk, and we'll make 100% milk ricotta cheese. I was hoping that we were going to get that. She says she does, but who knows? I'm the one that noticed that it was so dry. Fluffy. Let's see. You could put that in the flour, Fluffy. Might as well use it for something.
What flour?
The plant. Give it some protein.
No, it has vinegar.
So?
It's gonna die.
Die. It already is dead.
It's not, Will. Stop saying that.
It's dead.
You're dead.
You're deaf.
You're dead because you're making up lies.
You're making up lies. Can you ask? I did. I asked her if she knows how to turn on the tap water. She says she does, but the plant says something else. There we go. Yeah, maybe we... We just did. You missed it. She just dumped the water on it. I think you missed that whole segment. So we only got 6,600 steps in for today. Can you guys see that? So we won't get 10,000 because we're not going out to dinner tonight. We are not going out to dinner tonight. We're going to make my amazing chicken sandwiches. Hopefully I don't fail on those. Hopefully we don't fail on the chicken sandwiches. I'm usually pretty good about doing those, so we shouldn't fail on that. But we went all that way to find the cheesecloth, and then now we don't get to use it. Yeah, man, that sucks. Okay, so it's 5:30 now. We're going to get off of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the failed show as much as you could. We're going to do a cooking show at about 7, so about an hour and a half from now. You're going to see me cooking on that skillet. We're going to do some chicken sandwiches and some homemade fries, and hopefully Fluffy will not mess anything up on that show. So I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Big thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I think it's somewhere here. Please hit that. It helps the channel grow. And once again, see you guys in about an hour and a half. If you guys don't come back, then I'll see you guys the next time.